What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. The name is DJ. If it's your first time here and you like Pokemon content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, just to make sure you don't miss out on my giveaways or my Pokemon content. The current giveaway at the moment is my Rebel Clash Booster Box giveaway. That is when we hit 1,000 subs. Otherwise, I have mini giveaways along the way to that. So that's good reason to follow my channel. So guys, in today's video, I actually wanted to talk a bit about myself, a bit about where I'm heading in regards to my Pokemon card collection. I'm changing things up. I am going to be going hard and strong into PSA cards and sealed products. What does this mean, guys? Well, it means that I'm not going to be really collecting raw cards for my binders. The only cards I will be buying raw, technically speaking, would be vintage stuff for my vintage binder collection. But otherwise, I am thinking about selling all of it. All of it?
All of it.
So why am I doing this, guys? I am thinking about the future, thinking about my investments, thinking about pumping money into my collection and making it a bit easier to value my collection, which is kind of hard when it comes to binder collecting or binder set collecting, set collections and such and such. So that is why I've decided I am gonna kind of quit doing binder collecting and focus more on the sealed product and the PSA cards. Now, another thing I like to add about PSA graded cards, I did a video recently of my PSA card collection and we're sitting on 38 cards currently. Right now, I am actually not too happy about my PSA collection. I want to change things up with it. A lot of those cards I bought because they were cheap and I thought they were a good deal, but they're not cards that I actually like. You know, I don't actually like the artwork on some of them and I don't actually like the card itself or, you know, what set they're from. You know, I don't really collect those. I just bought it because it was like $5, $10. You know, it was a cheap deal, so I bought it thinking that, you know, quantity over quality, and you know, it was just a great deal. You know, it cost a lot of money to send cards to PSA from Australia, like $20 a card, $25 a card, and these cards were selling for under $20 to $25. So, you know, I thought, why not buy that and flip it for profit later down the line, and hopefully, you know, it grows in value. But right now, what I want to focus on is actually selling some of those PSA cards to invest into better quality ones that I actually like. And I think that's a better way to grow your PSA card collection, you know, because in the future, there will come a time where I'm going to, you know, sell the whole thing, you know, sell all my investments and, you know, just retire or use the money to give to my kids or something like that. You know what I mean? So in saying that, guys, what I want to do is show you the cards that I'm going to put up for sale. It's going to be on my Instagram, on my Facebook marketplace, social media. You know the deal. You know how this works. I'm going to be selling those cards and hopefully buying a couple, maybe one or two PSA graded cards that I think are worthy to be in my collection. Because at the end of the day, when people come over to my house and they look at my collection, I want to show them PSA cards that are like, that I'm really happy about, you know, not cards like, oh, I've got 100, but they're all Weedles. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards that I'm gonna sell, and we'll talk more at the table. Sup guys, so I know it hasn't been long ago since I showed you my PSA collection, but these are the cards that I'm gonna be selling. There's about 13 or 14 cards. Selling some of my binders as well. I had made a video on my whole collection, so all my binders are there, and I'm considering selling all of it except my vintage binder and maybe a promo binder, because I do like the promos and I do like my vintage cards. But all the recent sets, like, you know, Unified Minds, even Hidden Fates, even all of those binders, they're not complete sets, but there's a lot of cards in them, and I'm thinking of just selling them off to fund more investments, right? So here are the PSA cards that I am going to be selling. Some are pretty cool, and I haven't really decided on prices on all of them yet, but all of these will be available. You'll see them soon on my Instagram if you follow me there. But yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with these cards. Like, this is Expedition, right? PSA 9, and it's a rare. So, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with them. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. I want cards that I'm happy to show off to people, you know? Like even this card, like, it's a nice card, right? And it's not a 10, it's a 9, it's a promo, it's a pre-release. So, yeah, there's just nothing wrong with it. It's just like, you know, I want cards that are probably a bit more liquid as well, a bit more easier to sell. Like, see how many cards are here? There's like, I don't know, 12, 13 cards. But I want to get cards that are a bit more reputable. I mean, more expensive. Like, I might sell all of these and just buy one card, because that's what one of those cards will cost. You know, some of these cards might be like $30 or $40, and to add it all up, it could be, you know, a couple hundred. And with that couple hundred, I just buy one holographic WotC PSA graded card. Or it doesn't even have to be WotC. It's just a card that I like the artwork, I like the design, you know, like, and I might even just start grading cards myself. You know, that's a really good way to increase anyone's collection, would be to just grade my own cards, right? So I am definitely going to pick cards from my collection and do a PSA submission video. I might need you guys to help me out with that to decide whether I send some cards or not. But yeah, definitely big plans. I do want to pump money into PSA. I want to grow my PSA collection. I'm definitely going to be making videos on that as well. So all my binders, like I said before, are down here, and you know, there is a lot of them. This yellow binder is my WotC binder, so I am planning on holding on to that and completing the sets in here. I'm not really fussed. As you can see, the conditions aren't all the best, but these are the sets that I grew up with. These are the sets that I probably like to complete. I might even do trades with all these other ones, so you know, nothing is easy to let go of. But you know, these binders, I've bought collections and grew them myself, and they're all kind of labeled, and you know, some of them look really cool, and you know, I might like to keep some of them. Oops. Or you know, just pick out cards that I think I want to grade out of them and grade those, because that's obviously cheaper than buying, you know, I could grade 5 cards for like $100 instead of buying one $100 PSA graded card from somebody else. Obviously the downfall with that would be just the fact that the grades are a little bit, just don't know what the grades are gonna be. So initially I was gonna continue to binder collect, but I think this is a better route for me personally. And you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Sorry if my dog's barking, you can't hear it, but that's the way it goes. I've got to make the most out of these binders as well, because obviously I'm not going to make all my money back. That's just the reality of buying these, like, you know, the cards. You know, that's a really nice Articuno over there. You know, stuff like that I might take out and grade. And you know, when you sell things like this in bulk, I probably won't get as much. You know, each common card would be like 2 cents or 5 cents or less. But yeah, you know, I could just potentially go in the Facebook groups, razz some of these binders off, or just like incomplete sets. And some people like that. Some people still like to collect binders, and that's alright as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. And I've done it for a very long time. Obviously, I've got about, like, you know, 20 or so binders. So I am going to be selling all, like, pretty much all of them to fund a PSA collection. I feel like PSA is like the kind of the future in regards to card collecting with Pokemon cards. And of course, sealed product is more investment, and you know, they're both investments, but PSA is definitely getting really big. And sealed product just takes a lot of room. I do have a suitcase that I really like storing those cards, and I like to show that off. And you know, when it's full, it's just gonna be amazing. Like, it's gonna be really cool. But that is the future. I do plan on still opening up cards, and you know, that kind of made it a bit weird, because it's like, why would you open up cards when you're not really putting them in binders or collecting them anymore? Well, I guess I could just sell all the bulk from those card openings that I do, or even give some away in giveaways that I always do on the channel, and keep the cards that I like. You know, what if I pull another Zard? I'll you know, sell all the bulk and keep the Zard and grade the Zard. You know, something like this I'd like to grade. But yeah, like, there's just plenty of options to do. I'm just figuring out the best option. You guys can let me know in the comment section below what do you think I could do. There's just, you know, when you have this many cards, and I know these sets are like, you know, they're not complete, right? They're incomplete for the most part. So it's just gonna, you know, if I sell them as is, maybe just sell the whole binder as is with, you know, like 5-6 uncompleted sets in them. Maybe people like that, or, you know, some people open up an eBay store and they just sell individual cards, but that could take forever, right? You know, but, you know, doing that actually kind of maximizes your money, but time is money too. So, you know, when I sell one of these for $1, for example, on eBay, someone might buy it, but that takes a lot of time to list every single card for $1, 50 cents, 10 cents, whatever the price is, you know? Yeah, it can get a bit complicated, but that is where I'm heading. I'm in talks with selling all my bulk, which are in shoeboxes. So here is the bulk. I got tons of it, and I'm talking to people about it, you know? So yeah, like how many uncommons and commons I have. I got a lot, right? So there's so many cards here that I can potentially even give away, or, you know, but the idea is to try to make some money out of it. I'm not going to make the money back. It's just impossible, because that's just how it is. When you buy a pack, it's like $7, and in the pack it might be a couple of Ratatas, and they're just not worth $7, you know, like altogether. A lot of the bulk prices that I've seen are, you know, very low, which is kind of standard. The card shop needs to make some sort of profit. Or I could sell these on my own socials and, you know, see if there's someone who will buy it at a bit more than a card shop would. So pretty much that is the plan, guys. If you are interested in anything that I showed you today, not my vintage binder, that's the only one that's kind of untouchable, and maybe my promos. I do plan on taking some cards out. There's going to be some cards I will sell as well, like, you know, GXs and EXs that I don't want to grade myself, or otherwise I might just send all the binders to a Facebook group to razz off all of them, and I guess that's a quick way to make money. There's also all that bulk. I don't know, maybe I sell them to a guy I'm speaking to right now. Kind of on the fence, not too sure. Maybe I can make more money if I sell it my own way instead of selling bulk to a trader. And the PSA cards, of course, you will see on my Instagram. If you follow me there, it's addicted me, blah, 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 DJ something. And yeah, prices aren't set for those yet. You know, it gets a little complicated when it comes to selling these binders and sets, whereas PSA cards are a bit more cut and dry. Same with sealed product. You know, you can go to eBay sold listings and be like, well, that PSA card sells for $1,000 generally speaking, so that is the price that you're gonna set it at. Whereas with binders, it's like, what's the condition like of the cards in the binder? What's the condition? So that's how it is with binders. And you know, a lot of the modern sets, they're in really cool condition because it's just straight to sleeve. You know, that's how modern is now. People know to look after the cards a bit more, and yeah, it's a little bit sad to kind of stop collecting that. I think it's for the best. It's good for storage space. I've got a lot of binders that are just taking up a lot of space, and it's just more time and effort to keep them, right? So with PSA, I have a suitcase. I'm probably gonna buy another one and probably another one. And like I said, you know, PSA is just so much easier to sell. They're a bit more liquid than a binder to sell. I just looked up recently Steam Siege. I bought an entire set last year or 2 years ago for $150. It pretty much hasn't really moved. So if I was to sell that again, I might lose money because of just the postage and stuff. So that's where I'm heading in regards to my collection and my goals for PSA, to continue to grow that with better quality cards. All cards in my PSA I want to be proud of. I want cool cards that I like. None of these, $10 cards that are really cheap and like, whoa, that's a cool deal, or there's a Weedle, there's a matchup. I want holographic cards, maybe some cool GXs, Fullarts, just really cool looking cards that appeal to me and I think will grow in value or continue to grow in value of some sort. It doesn't even have to grow in value, it's just I want to like the card, right? Anyway guys, that's all I have. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you guys in 2 more days where I post another video. Bye bye!